This is the square technique drill. So what we're going to do is start with basic inward grips on both sides. So we're going to work the right hand first. Start with an outward retraction to a basic forward grip with a strike, emphasis with a strike. Going to bring it across to your left shoulder, the outside part of your left shoulder, and then strike back across to the outside horizontally. Then do an inward retraction to finish the move. So it's a flip strike, chamber to the left arm, strike across horizontally, and an inward retraction. So again, do an outward retraction to a basic forward grip with a strike, chamber, strike across, and retract. Then you move on to the left arm, do the same thing. So we're going to do from an inward grip down to a basic forward grip, downward strike, chamber, strike across, and an inward retraction. Again, chamber it in here, bring it in here, strike out, chamber the horizontal strike, strike across, and inward retraction. Go ahead and practice that. Have them practice a few reps, then we'll move on to the next part of the drill. This is the halves variation of the square technique drill. So we're going to start with the basic inward grip again. Just like in the original part of the drill, we're going to flip out with a flip strike. Now what you're going to do at the same time you pull across to chamber, you're going to do a flip to a basic forward grip with your left hand. Then you're going to do your horizontal strike, and at the same time flip the left hand back in and finish that tech drill. So again, you're going to start with that flip strike with the right hand, come across chamber and flip out with the left hand. As you strike across with the right, you'll flip back in with the left and do an inside retraction with your right hand. So again, it's out, in, back. Or maybe I should say that again. Flip strike, out, in, and in. So go ahead and do that. Do the left hand as well. So you do your strike, bring it across, flip out, flip it back in, and flip the left hand back in. Again, so flip out, chamber and flip, strike and flip back in. So go ahead and work that part of the drill, and then move on to the next. This is the square technique drill where we're going to put the halves together. So we're going to start with that right hand flip strike, chamber, and bout to a facing forward grip with the left hand, strike and retract, over and do your flip strike with the left hand. Chamber and take the right hand out, strike with the left and retract with the right, and then retract with the left. So again, do that again. So there's your flip strike, chamber, left hand goes out, left hand comes in as you strike with the right, rechamber and flip strike with the left. So that's the start of the second half. Chamber the left hand, flip out the right, strike and flip back in, and retract with your left hand. One more time, practice this. There's your flip strike, here, flip strike, chamber, strike, and retract. All right, practice that and get going with the kids. Have them do several times. Practice probably at least 10 times on that technique. For the side strike, block, and counter drill, random angles, well, all you're going to do is just like we partnered up the students in a previous block and counter drills, is you're going to have them come in with the number 1 or number 2 strike, number 3, 4, 5. Instead of going through the numbers in consecutive order, you're going to mix it up. So this is really important that you stress to the students that they have to go slow. They can't do that thing. That's not a number 1 strike. This is the number 1 strike, and it's got to be no faster than half speed. So it's going to be like this, or like this, or it could be a backhand strike. It doesn't matter, but go through, use any of the 12 attack angles, and then the defender will use whatever block they want to use and whatever counter they want to use. Just use the variety. There's no set correct block, no set correct counter attack. But really stress that the students have to go slow and make big moves with their attacks. Don't let them come in and do this little short flippy type thing like this. All right, so go ahead and work that drill. Work them for a couple minutes and then have them switch attackers.